Hey, how's it going? It's Walsh here, sick as always. Welcome to episode 22 of the Secrets of the Atlas League here on Ruthless SSF. Ever since getting my Uber Watchstone, I no longer have to worry about the shaping nodes of my tree, so all my maps just feel so much safer. It's really comfortable now. Really looking forward to rolling a lot of characters this league. Probably going to try Maven on this character, but I'd like to hit 90 first. But anyway, I really hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you near the end. It's kind of funny watching my map runners just 100% all these tier 17s. They're not exactly coming back with insane loot yet, but I don't know, it's pretty cool to get them completed. Anyway, though, jumping back into some tier 16s for a while, killing the boss, and got a Veritania fight. I would like to witness all the Conquerors and try to do that invitation. I'm not sure if I could do it with the Trickster, but I think I could with this character. I would definitely want to get some more damage, though, because, like, the main thing with Maven, like we talked about in a previous video, like, for most of the time in Ruthless, especially if you're not using Quickstep like me, the hardest part about Maven is just getting across and dodging the final phase. But in addition to that, if you're very slow, if you have like 30% movement speed or whatever, it's very hard to do even just the normal memory game. But anyway, we got a Queen of the Forest here. I went to the Exiles just to see if I could get a 5 link, and unfortunately, we did not get it. But whatever, it might happen. I like how like I farmed for mine cluster jewels for like a week and I never got any. I rolled this character and I've found two, which seems to always be how it goes. But I mean, at least I got them now. So it's a little after 6 p.m. It's Sunday right now, and Sunday's usually a day I like. I don't want to say rest because I don't know. It seems somehow dramatic, but just take a little break. I think it's really important when you're playing any game that requires a lot of intense farming and grinding. It's really good just to give yourself like even not even if it's a full day, like a half day or whatever during when you would normally play. Because it's easy to take a break when you're not playing, like if you have work or something to do. That's not really the same thing. I don't know. It's hard to explain, and this is only for like long-term grinds, long-term farming. I don't know. It's just something I've always done for pretty much any game I farm in. But yeah, highly recommend taking breaks. But anyway, we are 46% to 87. My plan right now is just to level up. I'd really like to hit 90 on this character. I really think it'll make a big difference. And this character definitely feels like a build that like I could use for the entire league. Like it's just one of those characters where it's like, oh, I can definitely kill this boss or do this content or whatever. So we're probably gonna work on farming for this character a lot. I ended up dropping the absolute best scarab for essence. This essence is ridiculous. You really don't want to use this unless you combine it with the Atlas node that says, every time you open an essence, the boss gets one of them. Now, obviously, that makes it really dangerous because the boss will end up with like 10 of them or whatever, which could be pretty hard to kill. So it's kind of like a mixed bag. It's like, do you really want to do it at tier 16 to get higher chance for, higher tier essence? Or should you just do like a lower tier and make it a little easier? Anyway, though, I got a Regal from the Mercenary here. If you don't play Ruthless, Regals are basically our Exalted Orbs here. Yeah, we still have Exalts, but you're, like, never going to find them. I mean, look, I'm on, like, 8 characters or whatever. I've found 2, and one of them came from a boat, so I didn't even really find 2. Anyway, though, my Merc here dropped a pretty nice damage amulet. Don't know what I would use it on, but anytime you get some spare jewelry with some good stats, you're always very happy. But, yeah, getting some more Essence. Hopefully I get Wrath. So I'm dropping Perseverance for a while just because I want to feel more defensive. And I gotta say, it's kind of crazy how already I greatly noticed the difference. So I was like 3,700 and something life, and now I'm 4,100. My damage did go down because Perseverance was making my onslaught, or giving me onslaught, which is just crazy damage for me. But like, it's really not that noticeable. Things still die very quickly. And already there have been times where I've lived with like 100 life or less. And it's like, yeah, if I wasn't at 4,100, I would have died right there. And it's just kind of funny how like, it really depends on your defenses, obviously, but there was just like these nice little breakpoints where it's like, man, I just feel so much better, and I really didn't change that much. I can't imagine. Like, I know I talked about a video or two ago where I was like, yeah, if I had like if you get 4,500 life, this character would feel amazing, and if you had 5k, you'd feel like a god. I believe that even more now. If I had 900 extra life, I don't know how I would die. Like, even with, like, my negative chaos res, I would just be a god. Now, obviously, I'm not talking, like, a god in Ubers and stuff. I am talking about being a god in mapping. And a lot of the times when you're farming, that's all you need. Man, so far, every tier 17 I've done with my mappers has been 100% completion. Apparently, that's not very common in Ruthless, but hey, things are going well. Got another fragment, and we got a second Stormfire, which is awesome. I'm gonna double corrupt that. And we hit level 87, 3 levels to go. Again, I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to commit to pushing for 90 on this character, but I think the odds are pretty good that I will. I'm really enjoying playing it, and those 2 extra levels will make a huge difference for this character. I was farming some maps for a little while, got an annulment orb, and I decided to just go fight Veritania really quick on my power siphoners, take a little break from Cyclone. I will say, like, even though the DPS is better on Cyclone, you can never overcome that gap of like how much better it is to be able to like kill stuff off screen or way far away from you. Because a lot of the boss fights, like a big problem is staying on top of them, especially, like as a melee character, it's very difficult to do that. So it is nice just to jump back to the Trickster and just blow things up. I got an amazing rarity belt, 87% rarity, which makes me want to reroll the Pathfinder even more. I keep wanting to say Pathfinder. But anyway, I am thinking about blocking Blight just to get more legions. But man, like Blight gives you so much gold and so much loot. It's so hard to block it. But I really feel like I should. That is actually a perfect belt for me. Wow. So because of the map runners in this belt right here, not only am I res capped and able to refund all these resist nodes that I had, but I even have more chaos resist now, which is just incredible. And it even has like flash recovery rate, which isn't great, but I mean it's not a completely dead stat for me. But I ended up taking dismembering because why not get more damage? I'll probably take the mastery just to get 25 crit multi against bosses. I don't think it's going to be like that impactful because my crit chance is not that good. I mean, it's 25%. Obviously, Assassin's Mark helps a bit with that, but my Assassin's Mark is a very low level because my intelligence is bad, so it's not making that much of a difference. And I do get 3 power charges, so I'm probably like at 30% or maybe a little over 30%. I do have a Diamond Flask, which helps, but it's not enough. I don't know if I'm going to take the Mastery. I might just take more 6% life nodes. I'm also, like, once I hit level 90, assuming I push for 90, I'm going to change some stuff on my tree to take this and get Corrupting Blood immunity. But while I'm leveling up, I'm probably just going to take life. This character is just really perfectly falling into place. Every little upgrade I get, every extra skill point is making a huge difference. Really looking forward to seeing what this character is going to do, especially once my gems hit level 20. I got another Zeal, which means I have 3. My plan is to use this on a good, like, base boots that have high memory strands on them. I don't really know if it's going to hit, but I mean, it's my best chance of making good boots. So, something happened that I have not seen in a very long time. I got a new hideout unlocked. I honestly thought I had them all, but I don't know if there's any more I don't have. There's any more secret ones or whatever. I'm definitely not going to look it up because just randomly getting stuff like that is pretty awesome. But it's kind of funny just seeing like the hideout message pop up. I haven't seen that message in so long. Anyway, though, I got a memory chimera, which is pretty cool, and we got a synthesis memory map, which is also awesome. And I figured it's been a while since I've deleted all my money, so I decided to use a bunch of alterations. Unfortunately, it didn't really hit anything, but I mean, at least I tried. I mean, I'm poor now, but I tried. I think I'm going to have to spend more skill points on my Atlas tree for Legion. I don't think I have enough committed to it. But anyway, I got another Hydra fight. It would be really nice to stock up a bunch of Guardians, but... Aw. I mean, yeah, whatever. I've been saving up to try to get a Wrathcraft for so long, and it hit nothing. I mean, worst case scenario, if I get another wand with, like, tier 1 fire or tier 1 cold or something like that, or tier 1 crit multi, I can try to combine them, so it's not the end of the world. As you just saw, I had my second tier 4 plant. It dropped nothing, which makes sense, and whatever unique. So a lot of the times when I'm talking about like dream characters I want to play, or when I do roll a character and I'm just talking about it with others, people constantly say like, "Oh, you physically can't play this character unless you have this. You need this specific weapon, or you need specific uniques or whatever." And I just want to say this is just another example of many examples of that just being completely incorrect. With this character specifically, I kept getting told over and over again by several different people that if you don't have Replica Stampede or just Stampede itself, the build is literally unplayable. Like, you just can't map with it, it's awful. And it's obviously not true. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm, like, clearing as fast as my Power Siphon character, because I'm not. That would just be a lie. But, like, the character feels great. I don't really have any issues at all. I mean, obviously, like, like I just said, it's not super fast, but I'm definitely not struggling with clear speed. I would say it's faster than Crackling Lance, and I really enjoyed playing Crackling Lance in maps, so all I'm trying to say is when you want to play something, if there's like a weird skill or just a weird build you want to make on your own, don't ever listen to the idea that like you need to have super specific stuff or you can't play it. Because I can tell you for a fact, every single time someone has told me you can't play a build unless you have whatever, it has been wrong. Every single time. So I do want to point out the map that you just watched is actually a map that has the mod that enemies can't be taunted, which if you don't know is like the biggest DPS loss for my cycloner. Also, I naturally found a wand better than the one I crafted, so I technically have a slight damage upgrade. It's not great, but it's okay. Got a pretty nice body armor here. 3k armor is pretty nice. Obviously, you can get better, but on Ruthless, that is pretty damn nice. I'm probably going to try and 6-socket and link it at some point. Because if I could, like, if I could 5-link that and get it set up really well, I could possibly, like, try gambling on the armor I'm wearing now and try to 6-link it. That would be nice. If I could get a 6-link for this character and, like, eventually drop Pride, those are insane gloves, by the way. But yeah, and eventually drop Pride and get a 6-link, I could probably hit 2 mil DPS, which I think that would be more than enough to do Maven, but I don't know. We'll see. Made another Prism Ring. It was terrible, but we had enough for a 5-1, and it was also terrible, but whatever. It has been a very long time since I've done Legion. I've already talked about that. But I kind of forgot all the stuff the jewels actually can do, the unique ones that you get, and the threshold or whatever they're called. It's been so long since I've had one, I don't even remember what they're called. I know what they are, obviously, but yeah, it's been so long since I've seen them. I forgot all the things they can add for your characters. So I'm really looking forward to trying to farm it. Hopefully I can get one. I don't expect to get the one that I need, but getting any of them would be nice. Hit level 88, and level 88 means I can take the Dex node, so I can finally drop this unique jewel, which is a pretty big deal. I get a little bit of damage just for turning it off, but the main thing is I can use the jewel socket. I do have a pretty solid jewel here. It's nothing crazy, but we'll take it. I will say, though, I think eventually it'll be better just to drop the jewel socket and take 2 points in something. But the reason I'm not doing that is I actually have a Corrupting Blood jewel. So if and when I go and fight Cyrus with the Cycloner, I'll have that. And Corrupting Blood immunity for Cyrus is pretty essential. I got a couple of uniques from the Dell bosses, nothing too crazy. Went and killed the Memory Chimera, and funny enough, the boss did like nothing to me, but I did die because I got frozen, so I had to use Purity of Elements just to run the map. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am level 88, 0% of the way to 89. I basically leveled up, fought the 2 Delve bosses, and then did that Chimera map. My plan right now, I'm probably going to run all of my Guardians. I have some more in here too. Yeah, I'm probably just going to straight up run all of these. Like, not only is it going to give me a bunch of, like, random loot, hopefully, and some maps, but it'll hopefully drop a bunch of unique, or not uniques, influence gear that I can hopefully get a good mod on, or if not, just, destroy it all for dust. I am in heaven having 3 Watchstones. It's so nice. Also, if you want to look at my tree here, we have 0 shaping nodes, none of them at all. Not necessary. I did get a little greedy. I did have this point, so I was 26, so I was 100% for +1. But right now, I'm 99% for +1, which is not good. I should just take this and be at 100, but I'm greedy. I ended up coming down here and getting a protracted battle. That way I can more easily break all this stuff. And the thing is, I wasn't having a hard time killing the mobs or anything like that. It's just a lot of my map layouts right now are not very good for Legion. So I just took this so I didn't have to change my maps. We also came over here and we got this because obviously if you're farming with Legion, if you don't take this, it's just a mistake. There's no reason not to do this. It's just so good. The chance for your splinters to just be a full emblem is crazy. I went up here, I got the Crewy Army. I'm also going to take the Val Army. And of course, we got the additional Legion encounters. I might end up dropping this because it's a lot of points, but I don't know if I will. Getting like a Warhorde for every single one is a pretty big deal, because when I didn't have it, I was not seeing a lot of them. I also came up here for the pack size. I think this is questionable. I think dropping this and going for this might be better, but I don't know. As far as currency is concerned, I'm still deleting all my money, actually, as a matter of fact. Yep. Just deleting my money. You never know. It could 5-link eventually. If I do 5-link it, I have so much good gear. I mean, if I just wear these 2 right here, And of course, we have our Ventors. It's like over 100 rarity, and I'll be fast as hell. Really looking forward to that. I don't know if we'll ever get it, but I'm gonna keep trying. I've been using a lot of essence on random stuff. We have the Shrieking Essence of Zeal, which is awesome. In theory, I could try and work towards getting the next tier up to get boots with 35% movement speed, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I would only do that if I had like some insane boots with memory with like 60 memory shards or whatever on it. Other than that, I think it's too big of a risk, way too much time investment. Other than that, of course, my maps are still fine. I can run 16s as much as I want. I only go down every now and then just so I can just do lower tier and just chill for a little while. Probably going to do all these Guardians, and then if I have any, boss fights, I'll go do those very quickly. I'm very close to a Cyrus fight, which I will try on this character. I have doubts just because, like, even though I'll be Corrupting Blood immune, I'll still be slowed if I hit the beams, so I don't know if I'll be fast enough to get the Cyrus before he die beams me. But I'll try. We're also 3 out of 10 for a Maven fight. I don't think I want to do this until I get at least level 90, but I don't know. I might get impatient. But anyway, I'm probably just going to be farming for a while. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.